as the runners continue over the far side. And they've covered Rose Hill now and stride on. With Cleonte making it a decent test, Nicky Getaway's gone into second place now and is only about a length behind him. Interesting that Jamie Spencer's keeping tabs on Oisin Murphy. Frankie content to allow Stradivarius to just sit behind them. He's about 2.5 lengths behind them in third place. Followed 2 lengths away by Max Dynamite, another couple of lengths away to Barsanti. So it's well underway then, this Doncaster Cup of 2019. The runners will be heading inside the final nut mile about now and continuing their way over on the far side of the course. Cleonte the leader, Sneaky Getaway, Stradivarius, and then Max Dynamite and Barsanti at the back of the field. About 6 lengths maybe covers first and last then, and it's a real decent gallop being set here as well. As they turn down in towards the final 3/4 of a mile now, they see their home straight in their sights. And Cleonte is the leader. He leads by 3. Sneaky Getaway in second place. Stradivarius is wide and poised to challenge on the inside. Max Dynamite. Barsanti is the first one off the bridle, being scrubbed along now by Andrea Azzini. You have to say Cleonte is enjoying himself in front. He races down towards the final 3 furlongs. But Stradivarius now moves through the gears and he goes up now into second place. Look at the way Frankie's sitting on board the champion. Cleonte's flat out now for Oisin Murphy, and now for the first time Frankie's just asking Stradivarius just to close that gap. He's got it down to about a length now on the inside. Max Dynamite's running a big one. Just a furlong to go here in the Doncaster Cup of 2019, and Stradivarius is produced on the outside to strike the front for the first time, and there he goes, the outstanding, the brilliant champion. Stradivarius adds the Doncaster Cup to his illustrious CV. He lands the odds from Cleonte.
They're followed by Flag of Honour within 3 lengths of the lead. Call to the Bar, Magic Circle, Cross Counter, Cypress Creek and Raymond Tusk. They're about to swing the corner with 3 furlongs left to cover. DXB from Master Reality. Capri unleashed the outside of Stradivarius. Thomas Hobson exploring a route round the inside. Stradivarius in a little bit of a pocket at the moment. Can he get out? It's Master Reality from DXB. Capri is holding Stradivarius in. The gap is appearing now as they race towards the final furlong and a half. Master Reality, DXB. Here comes Stradivarius and Frankie Dettori, and he gallops into the lead. Cross Counter stays on down the outside, but it's Stradivarius that leads again in the Gold Cup. This sensational stayer. Master Reality is rallying gamely. Frankie on fire. Stradivarius wins again. 2 goals.
Outside of US Army Ranger, positioned in 6th place. Higher Power shows in 7th, on the inside of Prince of Arran. They make their way down into another of the dips. They're being tracked through by Stradivarius, still held up is High Jinx, and still towards the back as well, Wicklow Brave with Sweet Selection and Palisator, and just managed to get a little bit of a breather in that part of the racecourse before they begin to climb again and into the final 3/4 of a mile. So Big Orange and Frankie Dettori lead the way from Kewy and Sheikh Zayed Road. She is No Lady on the outside of Oriental Fox. The riders still generally sitting pretty quietly. US Army Ranger on the inside of Higher Power disputing 6th. Stradivarius trying to get a bit closer is Desert Skyline in the cheek pieces as they run downhill. High Jinx is being ridden, so Sweet Selection. Wicklow Brave and Palisator, despite being close to the back, are still travelling comfortably. So now Big Orange turns downhill and begins to wind it up. So approaching the final half mile, and Big Orange bidding to make their pips squeak. Leads by a length or so from, in second place, Kewy's ridden along. Sheikh Zayed Road, then She Is No Lady. Wicklow Brave from the back is making stealthy progress. Stradivarius, the 3-year-old from US Army Ranger, and now is where Big Orange tries to grind them into submission. 2 furlongs to travel. Stradivarius, Desert Skyline towards the outside, the pair of 3-year-olds snapping at the older horse's heels. Sheikh Zayed Road, then She Is No Lady as they enter the final furlong and a half. Big Orange drifts over to Stradivarius and looks the younger horse in the eye, but Stradivarius it is who moves past Big Orange, who now has to dig in. In 3rd place, Desert Skyline, but it's Stradivarius who leads with 100 yards to go. In 2nd place, Big Orange, and up towards the line, the 3-year-old Stradivarius won the Goodwood Cup.
Big Orange wins.
Still leading by a half length to Torsador in second. Order of St George's 3 parts of a length behind them in third, but Ryan is hard at work at the moment. A length and a half behind him, Stradivarius. Frankie hugs the running rail, and then comes Sheikh Zayed Road. They're turning now for the home straight, and Torsador in the orange has come alongside Mount Moriah. Order of St George is plugging on in third position. Here's Stradivarius in the black and yellow towards the outside. Vazirabad is still stalking them in the green colours. They head down to the 2 marker. Torsador with a length and a half lead. Here's Stradivarius round the outside. Order of St George is battling on. Vazirabad between those at the furlong pole. 4 in line. Stradivarius the yellow cap. Vazirabad in the green colours. Frankie Dettori on Stradivarius. Christophe Soumil on Vazirabad. Stradivarius is narrowly in front. He leads by a neck or so. Stradivarius has won the Gold Cup. Second is tight for Zirabad and Torsador.
Then out wide is Prince of Aaron, Technician, and then Mekong and Cross Counter. They begin to turn right-handed now with 3.5 furlongs left to cover, and still Naef Road and Withhold, chased by Moonlight Spirit. Stradivarius into fourth, and Frankie Dettori having a look round there. He's looking pretty confident as they swing the corner, now pulling wide. Stradivarius chased by Mekong, and then Technician, and Prince of Aaron struggling, and Cross Counter, and out in front Naef Road. But here comes Stradivarius, absolutely cruising along, breezing along on the bridle. In third place Moonlight Spirit, in fourth then is Withhold from Cross Counter, and now Frankie says go on Stradivarius, and it's an immediate response, and he quickens right away from Naef Road. 6 lengths, 8 lengths, it's going to be 10 lengths. He's going to absolutely street them. The best stayer in the world, Stradivarius, 3 Gold Cups clear of Naef Road in third.